You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land. All of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 78 degrees, going up to a high of 83. You know what, y'all? I don't see no rain in the forecast. It rained like pretty much like off and on all weekend, but it wasn't bad because it was like off and on. You know how it is in Georgia. It rained on one side of town, but not on the other side. Because my husband said it rained. I said this was on at the house. I said it rained. I'm in the house. Didn't even know it had rained yesterday. He said it rained. But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did. My brother is in town, and my baby nephew's in town, and we like football in my family. That's because my mother got us into. My mother grew up with 6 brothers, so she loves sports. Like, let me tell y'all something. When the corona hit and she couldn't watch basketball, she was miserable. She's like, there's nothing on to watch. I was like, we got 900 channels. You could find something. She's like, I can't find nothing. So what for her, nothing on meant there was no sports on. But anyway, we like sports in my house. And my baby nephew was here, and he's here. And he had to go to a football camp yesterday. So I hadn't been to anything football related since last year. I think I went to one game last year. That's because I had the baby on Friday night, so I couldn't do much with her because it was cold outside a lot of times. But we did go to one game with Archer, and I thought we were going to get to go to some more games this year because she's a lot bigger now, which I wouldn't take her to a game, and she would be way more work than she was last year. Last year I could sit her in the stroller and she'll be fine. This year, oh, absolutely not. So but her mother worked different hours, so that would have worked out fine. But anyway, I got a chance to see my nephew ball yesterday. Hurt his hip though, but he did good. So looking forward to that again. He has another camp on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. So can't wait till he moves here so I can go to games and see him play. I know my husband and I would go to games and they would be like, "You got somebody that play here?" And we'll be like, "No, we just came to the game." Like, oh, like you just show up to support? Yeah. But anyway, let's get on with our show today. Now, it's too good. I got to tell y'all, it's National Day for 2 things that a lot of people love. I know I like both of them. So today is National Beans and Frank Day, which I love. And today is National French Fry Day. Oh, Lord, listen. I'm not telling y'all to go out and eat a whole bunch of French fries. I'm just telling you what the day is. And I'm definitely not telling y'all to go out and eat a whole bunch of beans and franks. I'm just telling you what National Day is. So if you like both, I don't know how beans and franks and French fries will taste, but those are the national holidays for the day. National French Fry Day, and National Beans and Frank Day. So I'm not saying go out and eat a bunch of them. I'm just telling you what day it is, all right? All right. So before we get on to our horoscope, we're going to bring Georgette on so she can give us our word for the week. Good morning, G, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Gwinnetians out there. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I see Audrey had a great weekend.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, our mind's just pretty quiet. So when it's really quiet and things aren't really happening and a lot of things are not taking place, I'm pretty happy too sometimes. Just to be
quiet. I understand.
Just to be quiet and stay in that space. So yeah, so it's all about good. So if you guys out there staying safe and healthy, we're going to go ahead and get on to the word of the week. And it's so funny, I realized we have done 13 words.
Wow.
So it's been 13 weeks now. Yeah.
That time has gone by quick.
It really has, right? It really has. So
I mean, I need to go back. I need to go back and try to pull out all of the words of the week and put them on a separate post. Let me think about that for a second. 13 weeks.
I have all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I have all of them.
The audios? I'm talking about the audios.
Oh, not the audio. Yeah, probably. No, I just have the words, so we know what they are.
Okay,
so I try to keep track of those.
Okay,
so.
Good.
Yeah, okay. All right, so the word of the week is, let's see what amazing word shows up today. I'm so excited. I always get excited to do this. So, all right. Okay, one more shuffle. Here we go. All right, the word of the week is, oh.
Ooh.
This is a fun word. I like it. No, it's very interesting. It's a fun word. The word of the week is happy.
Ooh. good word.
I know. I know, right? It's a good, people think, oh, happy, like it's because a lot of the other words have been like extraordinary or encouraging, but happy, I think, is a really important word. I think if you don't really feel happy, you don't feel like you have anything to be happy about, then words like joy or encouraging, those things are the hardest to come by, hardest to feel. So happy really is about feeling, showing pleasure, contentment of things that are happening in your life, things that bring you joy and good fortune. So it's funny because you were talking today about going to see your nephew play. That makes you feel happy.
Yes, it does.
It's those things that that make you feel connected to something, and it's about the energy that it brings to the table. And it's so funny. I was eating the other day. He was talking about the National Day, which was Beans and Franks Day.
Mm-hmm.
I love Beans and Franks, right? So Beans and Franks, and I know it's going to sound crazy to people, but I love egg sandwiches, right? So
a lot of people like egg sandwiches.
I love egg sandwiches. I was sitting there the other day, last week, eating an egg sandwich, and it made me feel so happy because it made me feel like I was home. It's the weirdest thing because I remember when I was little, well, not little, but when I was in grade school and a little bit older, I couldn't wait to get home and I put my books down and then I would make me a scrambled egg sandwich. And it would just make me feel so happy. And I realized that when I was eating the sandwich, I felt so happy. So being happy is about sometimes connecting with those things that, that bring back those memories, or connecting with those people that make you feel happy. And, and so if a lot of times people think, oh, well, I'm just not happy today, or I'm just, things are just not working out. But if you look back on your day and find the things that you could connect with, and know that there's something in that day that brought some happiness to you, whether it's kind of gratitude in a sense, there's times you have to look at the situations and look at things differently. As Wayne Dyer would say, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
That's right.
And being happy is about changing how you feel about something. It's about or showing pleasure to other people. Sometimes it's not always just about you feeling something. It's about how you can make somebody else feel. And I think when you get out of that, sometimes it helps you to feel much happier because you've done something for somebody, or you thought about a memory that just made you feel happy. So word of the week is happy. I want people to feel happy today, feel happy this week, and just think about that feeling and how, if you be kind to people, it makes you feel a little bit happier. If you appreciate other things that are happening in your life, then that's a reason to be happy for it. So, and every time you get up and listen to this show or do anything else in your life, it brings about a feeling of happiness. You're here, you can make a difference, you can even make a change in your own life, no matter where you're at. So, be happy, everybody, and play Pharrell's song.
I know, right? You don't play
happy.
That song. I should have had that song on my playlist. I don't have it though. I should have had it. Let me tell y'all something. Here's the thing, too, guys. Right? If you struggle being happy, just like Georgia said, do something else for somebody. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, when you do stuff for other people, it makes you feel amazing. I had though I had a really nice weekend, I had some things that kind of kind of not take me off, but kind of made me feel like hurt, right? And so I felt like, if I do something good for somebody, it'll make me feel better. And sure enough, I bought my nephew, because he graduated 8th grade, and I was going to send him some money. He love, kids like money. They don't care about gifts these days. Give him some money. So I was going to send the money to his account, but I was like, he's coming, I'm going to give it to him. And I kept forgetting to go to the to get a gift card. Mm-hmm. So yesterday, when I left the football field, I said, okay, this is the perfect time for me to go to the football field and get this gift card. And when I did, he gave me the biggest hug, y'all. And it was like, so, just, it makes you feel good, and it makes the person feel good. So, for me, that was a good feeling, and it snapped me out of where I was, and it kind of makes you think about, even when things are not going the way you think they should go, that there's a way to snap yourself out of that place into a good place. And it's all, for me, it's always doing something nice to somebody else. And just to see the smile on his face, he was so happy. Because, you know, he hurt his hip playing football yesterday. So I know he probably wasn't feeling the best because, you know, he's a beast on the field. And, you know, he couldn't do his thing because he was hurt. And so, you know, I said, you know what? I know he's probably feeling a little funky right now. This would be a great day to give him his card. And I did that. Mm-hmm. And he felt, you know, he gave me a hug. I felt good. He felt good. Everything was good.
Yes. It's that shifting of energy, you know, it's that shifting of energy. Sometimes we get stuck in that really bad energy, you know, and don't know how to get out of it. And like you said, it's about doing something for other people, what makes you feel happy. You know, just brings joy into your life, makes you feel good. So that's cool. That was really nice.
Yeah, he mom, like, so, you know, I got a daughter and she's very much a girly girl, so she's never really been into sports. But my nephews, they are really, my niece ran track, that was long. So it was like every time we would have to do the track thing, like, Lord have mercy, that's so long. But for for football and basketball, you know, you go to football games and you go to basketball games, you know exactly what time it starts, you know roughly about when it's going to end. And, you know, so that was pretty cool. But, girl, I tell you, it has been something serious. All right, guys. So that's our word for the week. That's so cool, right?
Happy. Mm-hmm. Yes.
The word for the week is happy.
Happy.
Let's be happy. All right. So let's get on with our horoscope. Thank you, Georgette, for the word. You're welcome to stick around.
Yes, I'll hang out.
All right, cool. We're going to get on with our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Do y'all know today is July the 13th? I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but that's what today is, July 13th. Ooh, we almost at the middle of this month. Time is, I can't even believe we have been doing the word of the month, the word of the week for 13 weeks already.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
All right, listen, let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Travel opportunities must be taken advantage of. Okay. This will be a great night to invite a friend over to visit. Be diplomatic and honest, and that person will only be made, be diplomatic and honest, and that person will only be made to look bad. Okay, so I don't know who you about to make look bad, Aries. But it sound like you're going to make somebody look bad. But anyway, take advantage of travel opportunities because you don't know when you're going to get them again, Aries. So you need to take advantage. Just enjoy yourself because you might have to just be locked down doing work and you ain't going to get a chance to travel. Or you just maybe quarantine in. Who knows? We don't know. Taurus, emotional deception is evident. You will be in the doghouse if you are being. Okay, I have no idea what that means, Taurus, but don't be being, whatever that means. Don't invest too much of your own money. You know that whole thing, other people's money, OPP. You down with OPP? I'm talking the money side, y'all. Other people's money. You know, most entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We invest our own money because it's quicker that way, but here's the thing, we go broke quicker too. Trust me when I tell you, we know that. Ooh, when you put every dime of your own personal money into your business, you will go broke quick if you don't hurry and turn that money around. All right, Gemini, you have a real need to be vocal. Face any emotional problems head on to avoid situations getting out of hand. You have so much to offer. Open up and let your thoughts be known. Okay, Gemini, you got a lot to offer. Just share. Here's the thing, Gemini. Don't try to push your thoughts on anyone. Just open up and share them. Let them be known. Now, here's the thing. If it's something that you don't like, right, that really don't pertain to you, it ain't your business, really keep that to yourself. So I live with two Geminis, and they love to get in other folks' business. Like, oh, my God. I tell my mom, did you have to say anything? Just don't say nothing. It's hard. She starts laughing because I'm like, listen, what? Don't say nothing. Like, I see things. Look, let me give you a prime example, right? So one day my uncle was in the house. He had on his mask and his gloves in the house. Now, everybody saw him in the house, right? I'm whispering because I don't know if they got the show. Sometimes they listen to the show live. It be on speakerphone. But everybody saw him with the gloves. He had on now this is recently. It's hot. He had on a jacket, a hat, some gloves, and a mask in the house, right? And so everybody saw him. Nobody said a word because we didn't know why he had it on. Really didn't care. Not her. She had to say something. And the minute she said, he's a Gemini too. The minute she said something, take them off. I was like, why you had to say something? Don't say nothing. He know he has on a glove. You got on. You know you got on. Yes, he know he has on it all. We all see him. My mother won't. She would not. And then she started laughing. Like, Mom, just don't say nothing. All right, Cancer. Deception may cause disputes you can do without. Don't let relatives make demands on you. Try to control your irritability if you're experiencing emotional problems with your partner. Oh, Lord, Cancer. Listen, just try to control it. If the person is causing you emotional problems, back away. Go to your quiet space, zen out, and then come back. If you don't have to talk to that person right now, don't. Because they're only going to bring you down again. Just zen out for a minute. Leo, this would not be the time to give too much to your children. Overindulgence could cause problems for you with loved ones. Don't trust coworkers with important or personal information. Listen, Leo, keep your business to yourself. Don't do it because they will go back and tell. You don't want it out, don't tell it. Virgo, you may have problems with those you live with. Things may not be as harmonious as you would like with colleagues or employers today. Spend time with friends and relatives. Travel for pleasure. Listen, if they're pissing you off, ask for a couple of days off. I'm not telling you to just don't call in. Ask for a couple of days off, Virgo. Take some time, regroup, refresh, relax, rejuvenate, start all over again, okay? All right. Until song, I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. Stay tuned.
1, 2, 3. Love should be easy. Why should it not? When all you want is to be loved, is to be loved. But love ain't easy. You taught me that. I let you in, now you want out, now you want out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us, with tears running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us, just trying to fill that empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind, you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. Can someone help me to find love again? 'Cause all I want is to be loved, is to be loved. Can someone free me from all my doubts? Feels like a prison, I want out, now I want out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us, with tears running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us, just trying to fill that empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind, you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. So now I wrote a song about us, with tears running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us, just trying to fill the empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. Oh, you left behind. You left behind, you left behind.
Welcome back, y'all. That's one of them good songs that get you pumping right there, right? I try to start off with an upbeat song every time I play the first song because I want you to kind of be upbeat. Sometimes I'm like in that mellow mood, so it might be some love kind of. That was a love song, but it was just upbeat. All right, welcome back to your horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. We're gonna pick it up with Libra. Don't let any small misunderstandings get in the way. This is a great day to beautify your living quarters or to entertain at home. Love relationships will flourish. Okay, Libra, you got some good stuff going on. Don't let misunderstandings get in the way, because love relationships could flourish. All right? Don't let it mess you up. Okay, Scorpio, here we go. Scorpio, secret affairs. Secret being the key word. Secret affairs will only lead to deception. Secret being the key word. Don't make any drastic changes or begin new projects today. Confusion at an emotional level will cause you to make wrong decisions concerning your personal life. It's probably that secret affair you got going on, Scorpio. And you think it ain't going to be some deception? Here's the thing. If it's a secret, you shouldn't be doing it. I'm just saying. I know we all do things that we shouldn't do. I'm just saying, we shouldn't do them, but we do them. I'm guilty. I'll raise my hand. I'm not having a secret affair, y'all, but I am raising my hand for some things that I just shouldn't do. And I do them. Anyway, Scorpio, if it's a secret, beware. Yeah, beware. Sagittarius, business trips will be more productive than trying to fight the red tape you're facing. Yeah. A second chance will result in good work. Changes in your domestic situation will prove to be favorable in the long run. That's so funny. I got a friend right now. She's made a big move. And I talked to her over the weekend for a long time, like 3 hours and 41 minutes. We've never talked that long. We had a mastermind session. And when I got off the phone, I said, let me see how long I talked to her. It was 3 hours and 41 minutes. And but she just made a big move. And but she was back home. And I'm like, where are you? She was back at her original home. And so I think she might have been feeling a little homesick already, because she came back. It was so funny. She's like, no, I got to go back next week. So, yeah. But in the long run, Sag, it's going to be a good thing for you. It's going to be a good thing. Capricorn, use ingenuity to manipulate things to get what you want. Okay, Capricorn, you little manipulative devil, you. Someone you live with will be impossible. Travel and entertainment will be pleasurable. Your partner may be erratic today if you haven't paid enough attention to him or her. Okay, so listen, pay them some attention. You don't want them acting all crazy. Show them some love. Put your arms around them so they can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Show them some love. Show them some love. That's all. Just hug them. Give them a hug.
Hug them is good.
Listen, sometimes all you need is a hug. I'm telling you. It's the little things, y'all. Y'all think we got to do these big things to make people happy. If I'm feeling funky, hug me. I guarantee I'm going to feel a lot better. Just hug me.
Yeah.
Yep. Now listen, if you see me on the street and I don't know you, don't walk up to me and hug me now. I bought a gun. You might scare the heck out of me. I might shoot you. And I can't shoot that well, so I can't say listen, I'm just saying. Just say, hey, Audrey, I heard you shot. I just want to give you a hug. Let me know. Let me know something. Don't walk up on me. All right, Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Walk on. Hey, I want to. No.
Virtual hug is good.
Yeah, but I don't even know how to do that. See, I'm
I don't need that.
Just the thought of that's like, I feel like I'm looking. It was a movie with Sandra Bullock, and I can't remember what the movie was. And she they didn't touch. They didn't touch in the movie. And oh God, what was it? Was it the one with Wesley Snipes? And they weren't allowed to touch. It was like against the law. And so to get pleasure, they would put on like a VR headset. And they had to watch the VR headset to get pleasure. And then when she actually kissed somebody, and I think he had been frozen for like 100 years, it was crazy. And she's like, oh, that's what it feels like. It was crazy. But I kind of feel like we're going in that direction. I hope I'm gone by then, because I can't. Right now, I want to get out and like network and do stuff. So I can't even imagine not being able to touch.
Yeah,
And it sounds crazy and futuristic. I'm telling y'all, when you think about things, and I hate to get off, but I'm going to say Aquarius in a minute. But when you think of things like, why is everybody trying to get to space? You got SpaceX, you got Tesla, you got Amazon, you got Virgin, everybody trying to get to space. Why is that? It's a reason for that. You know, they up there terraforming Mars right now. If you don't know what terraforming is, go check it out. I saw I like the History Channel and the Science Channel. And there was a young lady they interviewed, and they was asking. She was like 26 years old, and she was like, "I'm willing to go to space." Like they're about to go to space. She said, "I'm willing to go up there and terraform and what's the thing? Oh God, what's the word for it? Not populate. Oh God, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, colonize. We're gonna go up there and colonize Mars." And so the man said, "But you do know you're not coming back, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know." So you got young people who are willing to give their lives to go to space and figure out how we can live on Mars. But there's a reason for that, and you got to ask yourself, what's the reason? You know, so it sounds futuristic, and you know you can't touch it because you don't know who got a disease and not. But I'm telling y'all, just like we got a flying car, it's gonna be trips to Mars, and people ain't coming back.
Yep.
It's gonna happen,
Sure.
and it's probably gonna happen sooner than most people want to believe because they spend a lot of money on that stuff. All right, let me go ahead with Aquarius. Aquarius probably like, go ahead and give me my horoscope so I can go back to work. Aquarius. Expect problems with settlements that you are trying to resolve. Don't count on getting any help from those you live with. That's sad right there. A little overtime may help you reduce the workload. Listen, I got projects on the board. I already know that I got to grind out this week because I got some trainings I have to do. So I get it, Aquarius. You got to do a little overtime, baby. I'm right there with you. We're going to be doing overtime together. And my fellow fish Pisces. Oh, Lord. This is always happening. This is what makes me sad. So this is what made me sad this weekend, right? Listen to what it's going to say, Georgette. Okay, my fellow fish Pisces, listen. Don't let others take advantage of your good nature. Don't let others put unreasonable demands on you. You should feel a little stable, a little bit more about your position. However, don't be surprised if a job offer comes your way. Oh. I don't know who that part is for, but you know, it's so funny. Because I'm a good-natured person, and so I try to do good things for people. I got so many cuts and wounds in my back from all them knives and daggers that's in there, and when it happens, it hurts like hell, you know. And then I have to work through the pain. Once I work through it, I'm good. The problem is once I work through it, it's kind of bad for the other person, and they don't know it. Because I had to work through it. So I worked through these things. I'm working through some stuff right now. But I gotta tell you, man, my back is cut up from all the knives. And that's because I'm a good-natured person at heart. Here's the problem, though. Once you cross me, it is not good for you, really. So, got a little pain going on, y'all. But I'll get through it because this too shall pass. That's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Tyson. Let's get on to some news you can use. Oh, man. So, Nelson Mandela's daughter passed away this past weekend. She passed away. It was a lot of people that passed away. Her name was Zen. I keep saying it wrong. Her name was Zenzi. She was his daughter. She passed away. She was 59 years old. And so those of you who don't know who Nelson Mandela was, he was the anti-apartheid icon over in South Africa. She passed away at the age of 59. So my condolences go out to the Mandela family for the passing. Also, Kelly Preston passed away. Man. Yeah. Oh, man, I like her. So for those of you who don't know who Kelly Preston is, she is the wife of John Travolta, who I love. Man, that was like, I didn't even know she was battling with cancer. But my condolences go out to all her family and all her fans and her friends. And listen to this, Georgia. I don't know if you saw this, but Elvis,
I know what you're gonna say.
Elvis, guys, I know you know some people personally connected to him. So Elvis Presley's grandson passed away. Now, was that
that's Lisa Marie's oldest son.
Oh my God, I can't even. Just painful.
And I think her only son. I think she has 3 daughters. Oh. And it's her only son. I was reading last night, and I felt so sad. I know,
because I know you have a little bit of a connection to them. So, man, that's just, it's so, death is a part of life. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. We know it's a part of our. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. So, anyway, speaking of death, y'all. Let me give you this report from the Georgia Department of Public Health. Georgia has 116,926 cases of coronavirus confirmed. Confirmed cases. Let me say it again. 116,926 confirmed COVID-19 cases in the state of Georgia. 3,001 people have passed away. I know. That is crazy. Like, that number it's ridiculous. I remember when I was saying it was like 6,000. It's at 116, almost 117. And probably, this was from yesterday. So who knows what the number is going to be by next week. Yep, 3,001 people have passed away from COVID-19, and that number is rising. So where do we stand in the state, in the county of Gwinnett? Gwinnett has the most cases, y'all. We have 11,304 cases in Gwinnett. We have the most cases in the state of Georgia. What are you doing? Are you not wearing your mask? I'm not going to even get off onto that rant. I'm not. Gwinnetians, do your thing. 183 people have passed away in Gwinnett County. We have 11,304 cases. That's a lot of cases. And that number is growing. We have the most cases in the state of Georgia. Over Fulton, just so you know. Over Fulton. I know some people. Yes. I know some people don't want to believe it, but we do. And check this out. A third Metro Atlanta person dies. The transit person dies from COVID-19. Yep. A Gwinnett County bus driver has died from COVID-19, the third known death in the Metro Atlanta transit worker amidst this whole thing. So, oh, Lord, it's so sad. Eugene Presley, a Gwinnett County transit bus driver since 2015, died July 1st from the disease, according to the Amalgamated Transit Union. On Friday, employees rallied at the Gwinnett County Transit Center in Duluth to seek protections. And I saw that on the news that because here's the thing. They're saying that everybody getting on the bus should be required to wear a mask. I agree, because his wife said he had been quarantined the whole time and he did not get sick until he got back on. He had been quarantined and sheltered in like everybody else. He went back to work after being quarantined, and went back to work, got on the bus, and now he's gone. And people are crazy. They don't want to wear the mask. Yep. They say they're looking for a no mask, no ride policy. That's what they're looking for. The union saying they think they want everybody to get on that bus to wear a mask. And here's the thing. People may not have a mask, so if that's the case, then you might want to put a mask, like a little stationer mask, so you put one on at the door. Don't even step on the buses. They on the side of the door. When the door open up, just pull one up and put it on. Just put it on. So it's so sad, y'all. It's so sad. So my family, my condolences goes out to the MARTA, to the Presley family for the passing of Eugene Presley. It's so crazy. It's just crazy. All right, listen, I talked about a lot of death. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
I don't need no roses on my beat. I can pull you closer to me, babe. Ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closure. Calling you up at 2 in the morning, but you don't wanna talk, you don't wanna bother. Yeah, so I took another shot, let my brain do the walking. I don't wanna be a friend, I want something real. Maybe if I stay the night, you could feel the same. And maybe if you treat me right, we can rearrange. But I'm not even gonna try if you don't wanna stay. So how's it gonna be? You got me on my knees. I don't need no roses on my bed. If I could pull you closer to me, babe. Ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closure from you. Tear me apart when I know you don't want me. Cause I've been going fast and you wanna go slowly. Maybe I'm just wasting time. Tell me how you feel. I don't wanna be your friend, I want something real. Maybe if I stay the night, you could feel the same. And maybe if you treat me right, we could rearrange. But I'm not even gonna try if you don't wanna stay. So how's it gonna be? You got me on my knees. I don't need no roses on my bed. If I could pull you closer to me, babe. Ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closure. I don't need no roses on my
Welcome back. So listen, guys, there are three friends over in Parkview High School. They said, you know what, we can't sit back and complain because we can't go outside and play. Rising senior Joy Wren, and her friends Belda Wang and Pamela Escobar got together and they created a project called Sew to Save. And so they're making masks, to give to our people on the front line and give to people that need masks. They need to give, and here's the thing. Even though there are a ton of masks out there, we still need more. I saw something very disturbing though, y'all. I was looking at a video. Ooh, and this was disturbing. So the little paper masks that you wear, the little blue ones that everybody has on. So it was a place over in China. They were making masks, and they were on the floor, on the ground. It was like on the dirt floor, and the masks were on the floor, and they were making them, and then they would put them on the and I'm looking like, and so they was like, do you really know what you're putting on your face? I was like, oh, Lord. You have to think about all this. And when they put these videos out, and somebody actually videotaped that and posted it. So that's the only way we got it. And I'm like, so you sitting there, you see the people sewing the mask, and they're on the floor. They got no shoes. It was crazy. And the floor was like dirty, and they were like eating stuff. I'm like, really? So it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, Joy and her friends, Belda and Pamela, got together and said, we're not going to sit back and complain about the things that we can't do. So what they did was reach out to their community and say, hey, listen, can you help us by supplying us with the supplies that we need to make masks at home? So they created the Sew and Save project, which is a great thing. So kudos to you young ladies for saying, you know what? I don't have to sit back and just do nothing. Let me just do something. And that's how, if everybody took that stand, it'll be better. Yep. They began placing flyers in the neighborhoods and on mailbox, spreading the word about the money they were raising to support initiative via social media. Social media is still very powerful. So to date, they've sewn about 2,000 masks and donated them to places all over the area, including Village Vets, Animal Hospital, Emory Healthcare, Rainbow Village, and Parkview High School staff and Centers for Disease Control. And recently, they also gave out some at Black Lives Matter protests. So these young ladies, now that's innovation, y'all. They said, you know what, we ain't going to sit back and whine. We're going to make some stuff happen. That's what they did. Make some stuff happen. I want to say something else, but it's a family show. But they made some stuff happen. All right, Georgette, here I go with this. Oh, Lord, All right, so Education Secretary Betsy DuBois said, put the kids back in school. Just send them back. When they get the disease, we'll deal with it when they get it. Now, I don't know about anybody else, and I can't speak for nobody else. And I don't have any school-age kids. But if I did, guess where they would not be?
In school.
Back in an overcrowded classroom. And here's the problem.
Oh, right.
Let me tell y'all what the problem with this is. In the inner cities, schools are overcrowded. I know that for a fact. I went to any inner city high school. Yes, my brother teaches at inner city high schools. They are overcrowded. And when you have overcrowded places where there are 10 or more, so they claim, you're going to have the corona spread. Now, here's the other thing. These are children. You cannot expect them to sit around and don't play because that's what they do. So I get why you want to put kids back in school, but do you think that's good for their health, Betsy? I'm just saying. And I know some people want to get their kids out of the house because they're driving them totally insane. Use some discipline on. I want to say something so bad, but I'm not because this is a family show. Discipline your children. Make them sit down, go to school inside the bedroom with the computer, and do the work for the 8 hours that they need to be locked in. But people don't have no discipline over their kids. So that's why they want to go back to school. I get it. Mm-hmm. They need social. They need to be social. I need to be social. But here's the thing, y'all. We're just not in a good place to be that kind of social. Yes. If they can give classes outside in the yard, great. Put them outside in the yard, give the classes. Draw the big old circles like we saw in Central Park. Put the kids in the circle, do the class. Put the teacher in the middle, do the class. But 21 kids, 25 kids, 28 kids sitting up in the classroom, not going to happen.
Ooh,
it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen.
No.
So, she was pressed on Sunday, to ask, are you saying not to follow the guidelines of the CDC? And she wouldn't say. She said, the guidelines are meant to be flexible. And so people are going to agree with her, and they're going to send their kids back to school, and their kids are going to get coronavirus, and then they're going to be upset. I don't agree.
Or they're going to bring something back, or
Yep.
they're going to, because
Yeah.
you just don't know. You don't know. And it just doesn't make sense to, because they could be carriers only. You never know.
Yep.
Like, it's just like, just don't do it. I mean, I'm with you. I understand it's hard sometimes having kids at home, and if you're trying to work, I mean, we understand that. But the situation warrants changes. The situation that we're in warrants flexibility and changes of our own lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think we have to be able to, create those changes. Because, I mean, who wants to send their child to school, to bring home something that could be totally detrimental to you and your family or to them?
Right.
I mean, I don't understand why, I understand why they're fighting so hard, but it's past being political, right? It has to be, human. It has to be a little bit more, right? It has to be like, part of like humanity. We're trying to help save people, not put them in situations, especially like you said, kids. This thing about having kids sitting there with masks on and sitting and being, it just doesn't work.
Because they're kids, right? Exactly.
They're kids.
So the city.
Can't. And my thing is, I'm sorry. My thing is, we got a problem with adults who want to keep on masks.
Yep.
Let's be real.
Yes.
People, adults don't even want to keep on a mask.
Keep them on. They don't want to put them on.
They don't want to put one on. You know what I mean? And now you expect children to adhere to this and be able to be in a big environment with a bunch of other kids and just do what they're supposed to do. Come on, man. Adults are not even doing what they're supposed to do.
Gee, I seen grown-ass people throw tantrums like little kids because they didn't want... I'm talking about grown.
It's ridiculous.
I know this is a family show, y'all, but I seen grown folks throw tantrums. Like throw the food on the floor, want to run over. It's crazy. You're right. It is ridiculous. Now, the CDC is... And this is what the CDC guidelines say for schools to reopen. They said, for schools to reopen, contain the steps keep children safe, including desks placed 6 feet apart. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. But children wear face coverings all day. We just talked about that. Closing the dining rooms and the playgrounds. And the installation of barriers like sneeze guards where necessary. Okay, so...
So what inner city places are going to be able to put those up?
Okay, here's the thing, Georgette. If you don't have enough teachers and you got 21 kids to a class, how many teachers are you going to hire? Because you got to hire some teachers. If you're going to keep kids 6 feet apart and you normally have a room of 21 and the room is packed, 21. So that means you're going to have to cut that down to at least 10. At least. So that means you're going to have to double up on the number of teachers that you have because you cannot teach. You can't, in a classroom, you cannot put 21 kids 6 feet apart. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And there's not even room for that.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's the thing. It's like, who are you talking to? You're talking to these real, like you said, these inner city, schools out here that are having problems with space as it is. They got kids, all on top of each other. I don't know. My thing is, all of these guidelines, all of these things to make a school safe. It's like, why are they even in the school?
Yeah.
This is just so. It's like
And I know people got their own opinions about that, but I'm telling you, when it comes to my family, and especially the kids, I'm not trying to put their lives in danger. Not when they can just learn at home and keep them disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to get a belt and sit there with you, so be it. You're going to do the work. I don't have any, thank God, but I guarantee you if I had some, they'd be sitting right down in the seat till the school is over. Come on upstairs, get you a PB&J sandwich, go on back downstairs and do your work. When I went to Jersey earlier this year, and this is my nephew was I didn't go to Jersey. I went to Jersey, but this was after the corona. My brother had put me on FaceTime, and I said, "What is Jalen doing?" Jalen was sitting at the table doing his work because he had online school because the coronavirus had hit and we had already been quarantined in. And I said to my brother, "Does he do that every day?" He said, "Every day. He sit right down to that desk and he does his work, and he's not allowed to get up from the table until the work is done because both his parents are educators, so they don't play no games, right?" That's the thing. That's discipline. When you let your kids run willy-nilly, now we living in this crazy world. Now you can't control them. Now you want them to go back to school so they can spend 8 hours at school. No. Now that's your fault. All right, let's get on to some other news. These people crazy. And here's the thing: Bessie DeVos kids probably go to a private school. She don't even understand what public school is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, she's a big proponent for charter schools anyway, and private schools anay.
Yeah,
so that's her deal.
So the public schools are going to take a hit, and so are the kids, and then the parents. It's just when you think about that whole trick. Okay, so unemployment is going to be ending on July 31st.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy. The kids are going to go back to school on August 12th, right? So they're going to have no food, nowhere to live. They're going to go to a classroom where, oh my God, there's that whole picture in my head. And it sounds crazy. And I'm not trying to paint this picture of craziness. But when you think about where we are right now, we're just not in a good place, And I know people don't want to believe that, but we aren't. I mean, not as a whole. Like, there are some people who are doing great, right? We get it. But there are a lot of people who are not, y'all. And if we don't care about those people, they're going to become a statistic.
Right.
And that's just, I don't want to see that happen. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. We're not looking pretty great right now, in my opinion. Not at all. We're just not. We're looking sad. We're looking sad and confused. And the world is looking at us saying, what the hell is going on over in America? I know they are. Because they're not doing these type of things. When those cases were going through Italy over there, and my daughter's grandfather lives in Milan, and we were constantly on the phone. She talks to him every week because she wanted to make sure everybody's okay. They sheltered in, everybody was fine. A lot of people lost their lives, but nothing like the numbers we're seeing here in America. Nothing. The greatest country in the world. Nothing like our numbers, and they're looking at us like we're crazy. Like, what the hell are they doing over there?
Because we are.
Yep.
We are acting crazy.
We're acting crazy.
We are crazy, but we're acting crazy.
Yep.
Everything want to be so politically driven, and and sometimes you have to put that aside and just take care of people.
Right.
I mean, if you take care of the people, then the numbers change.
Yep.
You take care of people, the economy gets better.
Yep.
You can't just force the economy to get better and force all of these things to happen onto people.
Yep.
You have to take care of the people in your country, in your neighborhood. In your, you know what I mean?
Yes.
In your town,
Yep.
in your city. I mean, it just has to be done. Otherwise, who gives a crap then about the economy? Because there won't be any.
Right.
If the people are not taken care of. Those are the people that have to work.
Right.
Those are the people who know. And so I just don't, it's just totally backwards. This is why we're having the problem. It's just totally backwards. People don't want to do what they're supposed to do to help other people, not just yourself, help other people.
That's all they care about,
get
though.
Better
they care about
and
themselves.
Better situation.
They got a lot of money in the stock market. They need McDonald's to start making money again so they can get some money from the stock market because ain't nobody going to McDonald's because ain't no kids going to school right now because they're home. The parents ain't trying to pick them up from school and run by McDonald's because they got to go to the ball field because they're not playing. I know the drill. I know how this thing works. You go pick the kids up. They got to go play soccer, but before they go to soccer, they got to go to McDonald's. So now the bill goes up. Yeah, and so you got stock at McDonald's. Stock's not doing too good right now. My husband checking stocks yesterday. There's a lot of stock not doing good. And that's because our economy is not open. The economy is not open because there's a freaking deadly disease that's roaming around. You know what I'm saying? That's why the economy is. It's not that people don't want to be out there because I'm going absolutely stir crazy. Right. I want to be out there.
Me too.
But I don't want to die, y'all. I'm not ready to die just yet. I'm not ready to put my family through that pain just yet. I know I gotta go one day. I'm not trying to help myself go right now. All right, let's go on to some other news, girl, because this stuff ticks. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a song. I'll be back.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just got one thing on
Welcome back, welcome back. So listen, guys, the Metro Atlanta Region Transit Board on Thursday signed off on Gwinnett County proposed plan for expansion of services. All right, could be one final step before the commissioners must decide whether they want to send the transit measure to voters for the second in less than 2 years. So, because last year the referendum went up in March and they was like, nope. Then they did the vote in November. They was like, nope. So now they're trying to figure out, can they put it on the ballot this year too for us to vote on whether or not we want to work with MARTA. So the Gwinnett proposal would extend MARTA's heavy rail from Doraville station to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. And a lot of people were so pissed off they didn't want to have anything to do with MARTA. They wanted transit to be expanded, but they just didn't want to, for some reason. I don't even know what the reason was, but they just did not want to deal with MARTA. But it looks like now that's what the proposal is saying, and the Metro Atlanta Regional Transit, signed off on that. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the transit referendum is going to make it to the ballots in November, because that's where it's headed. It looked like it's going to get there. So we'll see. Right now, a lot of people are in favor of new bus routes and things like that. But it's something that they don't want to. They want Gwinnett to be independent of MARTA, and I think that's where the problem is going to come in. But I don't think, I had a chance to talk to Commissioner Nash last year, and I don't think we're going to be independent of anybody's. So if it's not going to be MARTA, it's going to be the ATL. Yeah, it's going to be one of them. So I think if and that's the Atlanta Region Transit Link Authority. It's going to be one of those. So just know if it's not MARTA, it's going to be one of them. Now you might want to go do some work, some research to see, what is the ATL and what they're offering and why. And she wasn't in favor of the ATL. When I spoke to her last year, she was not in favor of that. So just so you know. All right, listen. So there's going to be a food drive that's coming Saturday. It's called Farmers U.S. Foods and Families, which is great. And this is hosted by the Lawrenceville Lions Club, and I think it's gonna be a food box giveaway. U.S. Farmers and Families, hosted by the Lawrenceville Lions Club, and this is going to give you the opportunity if you need food. So they're going to be distributing free 20-pound boxes of fresh, locally grown produce on Saturday from 9 a.m. To 2 p.m. And it's going to be located at Gwinnett Hall Baptist Church, located at 1868 Azalea Drive, and that's in Lawrenceville. The boxes will be given out on a first-come, first-served basis, and it's drive-through only. So please stay in your car. Do not get out the car. Just stay in the car, and they're going to load it into the back of your truck or the back seat of your car. You don't even have to give out, so they don't want you to get out. The event is open to the public and those in need. Now, here's the thing, y'all. If you don't need the food, please do not go drive-through. Because there are people that really, really need this food. Because some people just like free. They don't care what it is. They just, because it's free, they think they should get it. Do not. I repeat, if you do not need the food, do not get in line and take the food out of somebody's mouth that really need the food because you're just being greedy and selfish. Please don't do that. We're trying to be we're trying to make America great again. Hot damn. I can't believe I just said that. But anyway, do not do that, y'all. Just don't do it. People need this food, and so they can get the food. So starting on that's Saturday, July 18th at 9 a.m., Gwinnett Hall Baptist Church, located at 1868 Azalea Drive in Lawrenceville. Free 20-pound boxes of food, locally grown right here in the good state of Georgia. This is hosted by the Lions Club of Lawrenceville. And also, if you want to volunteer, because they need volunteers, you can go to volunteersignup.org/773. K as in kite, C as in Charlie. Again, if you want to volunteer, because they need volunteers, you can go to volunteersignup.org/773KC. All right. So, also special thanks to Gwinnett Hall Baptist Church, Do Something Incredible, Lawrenceville Rotary Club, the Northville Kiwanis Club, Lawrenceville Cooperative Ministry. All these people got together, all these organizations got together to make this possible, to make sure people have food. Because believe it or not, people are still struggling. Like, I know that some people are getting unemployment, and I know some people got the stimulus check that's gone. That was back in March. They need food. There are children who need food. So please don't get in line if you don't need the food. Leave that food for somebody else. The food is given out on a first-come, first-served basis. So make sure you get there at 9 o'clock and get your food. Get in line. Don't get out your car. Just pull into the line. They're going to load it into your car or your truck, okay? All right. All right, Gwinnett says early voting scheduled for August runoff, so the schedule is set. All right, so Gwinnett has said early vote is going to be August 11th for the runoff election. You know, I talked about it last week. There's some, Nicole Love Hendrickson was going to face Lee Thompson in the runoff, but he stepped down and decided to support her, so she doesn't have to run off. Derek J. Wilson is going to be facing Jasper Watkins. Curtis Clemens is going to be facing Kibo Taylor, and those are the ones that I know off the top of my head because I've kind of been following them kind of closely. So, the runoff is scheduled. So, Gwinnett County's main election office will have 3 weeks early voting, including 2 full weekends. The voting will begin Monday, and that's next Monday, July 20th, and go through August the 7th, which is the following, Friday, August the 7th. At 4 satellite locations, early voting will be available for 1 week, from August the 1st through August the 7th. All early voting will take place from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in an effort to be consistent across locations. Because we had some debacles for June 9th. Yeah, it was a whole lot going on. People didn't even know places were open. So make sure to go look at AJC.com and look at all the different locations where you can go vote and do early voting. You do not have to stand in long lines if you early vote. Like, people don't even know they can go early voting. Here's the problem. You don't early vote, and then you got to go stand in these long lines, and they got all these things like the machines don't work. They didn't deliver on time, all this kind of craziness. So check out the early voting polls. Go to AJC.com, click on Gwinnett, and you'll find out more about those locations. Right? Also, guys, Gwinnett has money for small businesses, but the deadline is approaching. So if you are a small business and you need a small business loan, they got money, but the deadline is going to be July 24th. Gwinnett County will close application for grants and loans to small businesses hurt by the coronavirus pandemic at 5 p.m. on July 24th. Let me tell y'all something. I got a call yesterday from a friend of mine. She's in Texas, and she's like, Audrey, I just want to make sure that you know about the money that's still available from the CARES Act. And I said, well, I know it's out there. She's like, yeah. She said, because she got approved for $14,000 from the EIDL. And I was like, what? She said, yeah. She said, I'm not even taking all the money. She also got approved for the PPP. And so I didn't even know if you were a sole proprietor that you can actually apply for the PPP, because I did not. Because I thought you had to have employees. Now, here's the thing. I'm reading stuff, but I did not know that. So she said to me, no, as a small business owner, you count yourself as an employee. So and she told me what I had to do, girl. And I was like, okay, well, let me make sure I get on that Monday morning. So I will be on that. So listen, y'all. Those deadlines are in August, but the money for Gwinnett County, the county plans to give out $20 million in federal CARES Act money. The loans and grants are meant to help small business owners deep clean, modify buildings to allow social distancing and otherwise make changes in response to the coronavirus. I'm trying to remember, there was a restaurant that closed down, but because they were able to get some money, they said they were going to open back up, and I can't think off the top of my head which one it was. But anyway, Gwinnett will be giving out $10 million in grants and $10 million in loans. But the deadline is 5 o'clock, July the 24th. So just know you got to get your application in for the deadline. The grants are capped at $75,000 a piece. So don't go in there thinking you're going to get $1 million grant. It ain't going to happen. It's capped at It's capped at $75,000. $75,000 can help some people, right? Yeah. They target small businesses that can't access capital because they can't meet minimum underwriting requirements. Eligible businesses must be at least a year old, based in Gwinnett County, and have no more than 200 employees and have active filings with the Secretary of State. So your business must be registered with the Secretary of State, Georgia Secretary of State. And all your documents must be in good standing. So if your stuff is raggedy, you ain't getting a loan. All right? Just all the grant. So just know that. So for more information about that as well, go to AJC.com, click on local, click on counties, and then click on Gwinnett. God, I still got news to share, y'all. And I'm gonna share this, and I'm gonna call it. Oh, I'm at the end. All right, I didn't even know I was at the end. Amazon leases space for a last mile delivery station in Beaufort. So what does that mean? That means jobs. Y'all know what it means. Amazon ain't playing no games. So online retail juggernaut Amazon is coming to Beaufort. Yes, they're coming to Beaufort. The retailer announced this past week that it has leased space at a facility in Beaufort as well as spaces in Atlanta and Fairburn for delivery stations. These facilities are described by the company as serving as a starting point for the last mile in Amazon's fulfillment process, with packages coming there from fulfillment or sorting centers before being sent out for delivery to customers. So what does that mean? That means jobs. So here's the thing. I go through this every time I get a job announcement. 1, make sure that you can pass the background check. 2, make sure that your resume is up to date. 3, make sure you got the proper ID. Make sure you look at the job and see that whether or not it's a good fit for you. Because even though they have jobs coming, doesn't mean it's a good fit for you. Don't take a job that you know is not a good fit because you're desperate. And now you're in the way of somebody who really could love that job. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to go to my last song and I'm going to close out. If you ever watch Undercover Boss, which I love, right? Mm-hmm. There's always somebody on Undercover Boss who loves their job. I don't care what job it is. It was a woman in there. She was cleaning bathrooms. She's like, I just love it. I love to see a clean bathroom. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh Lord, I wouldn't even dare to take that job. Because what I'm saying is this, right? I know you need a job right now, but don't take a job that you're gonna hate and be miserable when you can leave that job for somebody who's actually gonna love it. Because there is somebody out there gonna love that job. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, watch Undercover Boss. You be like, man, I would never do that job. And that person, I love my job. I've been working here for 13 years. I can't see myself working nowhere else. There are people out there who love their jobs. And you know what I had to realize, G? I had to realize that was okay.
Yeah. If they love it, they love it. And that's good for them.
That's good for them. So Amazon is going to be hiring for jobs. Hundreds of jobs. Not just jobs. They said they're going to be hiring for hundreds of jobs. Yes. Hundreds of jobs for a talented workforce. Yep. So, listen. They're right in Beaufort. They're coming. All right, listen. I'm going to my last song. I'll be right back after this song to give you my inspiration of the day. Stay tuned.
Every day
welcome back, guys. So listen, that's all I got. I know it's Monday. Y'all know I go over on Monday. I sometimes I even think about taking the show to an hour and a half, 2 hours, but then I'll be like, oh, my throat is hurting. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you a little bit of word of inspiration here. Today is just Monday, so I know you got to, stay motivated and pumped to get through the rest of this week. So here goes. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Let me say that again. You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis said that, and he was right. You are never, ever, ever too old. It's so funny because I'm a woman of a certain age right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time, right? And so I'm really beat on leaving this legacy for my baby and my grandbaby, and so I'm rushing, right? And it kind of messes with your head a little bit. But I was reading something about Ariana Huffington. So for those of you who don't know who she is, she started at Huffington Post, and she started when she was 55. So I'm younger than that. And I was like, crap, if Ariana could do it and make something amazing, I could do it too. So you have to find that motivation. And you have to know that you're never too old, right? And sometimes you feel like I'm too old to start the business. I'm too old to start running. I'm too old to play sports. I'm too old for whatever. You're not. You're never too old. So that's the message that I want you to get in your head today. You're not too old to do whatever it is you want to do. I saw this lady on, my husband loved watching American Pickers. So for those of you who don't know what that show is, it's about these two guys, Frank and Mike. They go around, they have they have stores, and they go around, they pick stuff. And when I say pick stuff, they're looking for antique stuff and one-of-a-kind stuff and things that they can go back and sell in their store. And so yesterday, he was watching the episode, and there was a woman on there, and she and her husband had like so much stuff. So one of her first husband was a famous photographer, and he had taken these amazing pictures of JFK and Martin Luther King and Marilyn Monroe. And so Mike wanted to buy some of the pictures, but he didn't know the value of the picture. Well, he called Danielle. Danielle works in the stores, so I know everybody by name. It's crazy, right? My husband loves this show, and he watches it all the time. So Mike called Danielle to get a price on what these pictures were worth. Like, these are just photographs. And they were small, y'all. They looked like they could have been like 5 by 7, no bigger than an 8.5 by 11, but definitely didn't look 8.5 by 11. And she said to him, there was one of Andy Warhol. He was in the grocery store, and in his cart he had Campbell's soup, and he had a Brillo pad. I think it's called bright Brillo pad or something, a Brillo Bright or something. But he painted those. He made arts from that. So Andy Warhol was this famous, eclectic kind of human being who painted, and he was an artist, and he was just way out there, y'all. And people loved him, though. Well, that particular photograph that her husband had taken him was worth like $7,500. And she had like 21 of these pictures, and none of them were below $5,000. It was crazy. None of them were below $5,000, and they were like pictures like 5 by 7. Most of them looked like. And so the little old lady who her husband, she was a little old lady, but anyway, she kind of fell in love with Frank, right? And so it was a statue or some kind of figure or something, and it was like of a woman, and she's like, oh yeah, my waistline don't look like that anymore. And so Frank said something. She said, well, come on up to my bedroom, let me show you. Now, she had to be 85 years old, y'all. My point for sharing this story is you're never too old. That's my point. You're never too old. It was hilarious. And I said to my husband, oh, I bet they a piece of work, her and her husband. He said, I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, she give her husband, and he was old too, he about 85, but you could tell she was still spunky and spry, and she was showing it. I was like, yeah, so my point for sharing the story is you're never too old for whatever. All right, so listen, thank you for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 11 minutes with me, and I appreciate you so much. If you missed an episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to the past episodes there, and be sure to download the app to your cell phone so you don't miss anything by going to your app store, whether it's Android or Apple. We're there. Download the app, listen to it on your app. Go follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Join the Facebook group at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10. Willing, thank you again for safe out there. Wear your mask. Don't be mad at me because I say it, because I know people get mad. You can't even say wear your mask. Wear your mask. Be safe. Protect your children. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Thank you, Georgette, for giving us the word of the week. Be happy, y'all. Be happy. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.